Okay, so let's go and work on installing our VMware tools. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to open up a terminal, and let's go ahead and get our apt updates. So apt get update. And so that should go online, and it should start downloading the headers that we need. And there it goes. So now once we do that, we need to install some additional headers. So we're going to do that by apt get apt-get, that's going to be our get command. We're going to install -y Linux headers $. Remember that Linux is extremely case sensitive. So before I run this, I figured it's important to point out that the apt-get install actually does not download source files. It rather downloads .dve package files that are basically there, tested and verified for stability and integration within the system. And then we are looking for the Linux headers. Let's see how well that works. It's common that people may get this error right here, unable to locate, and could not find a package. So what that means is we're going to have to do some additional repository installation. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to open up our etc app source list, because we need to edit or update our source lists. So we are going to go leaf pad space /etc /apt /sources.list, and that should bring up our source list. And so what I'm doing is, from our lab document, I am pulling out the appropriate ones that we need. Again, I'm doing this from our lab document. But how do you paste them in here? Because you can't, there's no paste. Because you're doing it as a virtual machine, you can actually go up here to edit and paste, and that will do it for you. And all of our new ones are there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and exit out of it. We're going to save it, yes. And we should be good to go. So with that, let's rerun our apt-get install to see if we get the appropriate headers. And we may still get it again, but we should have been able to pull additional items, which it does look that that's exactly what we did. And so that part is fine. So last thing is, let's try to get our VMware tools installed. So we can do apt-get install OpenVM toolbox. If you get a unable to locate package OpenVMware toolbox, it is okay. In our lab document, I've noticed that this happens quite often, so we're actually going to go ahead and move on to Appendix B. And what it states is, let's go ahead and close out of our terminal for a second. In VMware, let's go ahead and tell it to mount our VMware Tools disk. It should populate VMware Tools on the desktop. Let's go ahead and open it. And we're going to copy over this VMware Tool 9.93 numbers.tar.gz. We're going to copy that to the desktop. Double check that we have the appropriate name and whatnot. Let's go back to our terminal. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go change directory to our desktop. Now we see we're at our desktop. We're going to do a ls to see what items we have there. Again, that's the file that we have. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it and copy. We're going to go tar space -xf space and paste our tar.gz. What that does is it extracts certain tools. We have to make sure that this matches this. Once that does, you'll see that behind our screen we have a VMware Tools disk. You can see it behind the terminal. If you're not sure, you can minimize the terminal. And there we go. It's that folder right there. So let's go ahead and change our directory to our VMware folder. Tools -ds. And we're going to do another ls to make sure. And here we can see what files are in our VMware Tools disk. And we are actually going to type in Perl. And we want to run that guy right there. Because notice the .pl, it's a Perl file. Because I forgot to do the -d, it actually prompted me for each one. It may prompt you for creating a few new directories. That's okay. We're going to let it choose the appropriate place for all of the files. It will initialize and turn on appropriate features that it needs. Here we have, it may be trying to update a specific path. No, we don't want to change that. Again, it's not a valid path. You want to change it? Yes. Most of this, we're going to leave just the defaults. Oh, no, this is not a valid path. We want to change it. No, we don't want to change it. I pretty much left all of the defaults so that it will install our appropriate VMware tools as needed. When it's done running the session, let's go ahead and restart our Kali. And once Kali comes up, we could log in as root again. So why do we have the same resolution? Let's go ahead and go up to our VMware and enter full screen mode. And you'll see now our full screen mode does stretch appropriately. We can go ahead and delete both of these guys. There is no delete, so move to trash. Same thing with this guy, move to trash. And that is our Kali Linux up to date. Let's go ahead and power it off, and that should be good for this week. I want to thank you and hope you have a good day.